All right, you going?
I'm going. All
right, so the thing with habits, I'm really finding out the goal is not to do productive things. The goal is to become the person who does productive things.
Love it.
So we're preparing for our classes every Tuesday or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so like we'll come across people that we're studying for that like you take a couple of weeks to still process. Like one was Ed Milet. I remember that one was like traumatizing.
Byron Katie. Send me on a whoa.
And so this James Clear guy, I know he's just kind of a young guy doing his INTJ thing, and he's just kind of teaching his savers. And he's just kind of like, I got the answers. You're like, God damn, he really does have the answers.
He does, yeah.
So like I've been processing his stuff of the patterns of habits, and like I really think that he has figured out how habits actually are working. I would never tell you to go buy a damn book, but the people I've heard of that have bought his book, like, hey, this is actually pretty useful. There's also a lot of videos you can watch on YouTube. I recommend watching those. Get everything you can for free on YouTube first, right? But anyways, here, I want to show you this kind of cycle that I found on the internet while working on this.
Oh, I love the visuals.
All right, so you got the winner over here who's like, notice where it's starting, like boundaries and rules are instilled and confident by self-assumed parents. So
self-assured parents. Okay,
yeah.
All right. So you got lucky. You got good parents.
Yeah, who nobody does anymore.
No.
So you get like a good parents. You set up boundaries. Then you're consistent, predictability, sense of security, choice, good behavior, positive consequences, prefers to choose good behavior, more positive consequences, self-confidence, empowering.
Get an upward spiral.
Yeah. And so here's everybody else, right?
Okay.
No discipline. No boundaries or rules instilled by or confidence by self-asked parents, right? So your parents suck, and you learn to just do whatever you want to do.
Right.
You want to stay up all night and watch video games and eat junk food, go ahead. Their parents don't care about you anyway. So you get these bad behaviors because you are allowed to lead yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you get no sense of security. And I say, I don't know how exact this is. This is just somebody's kind of
interpretation of what's been happening.
Whatever.
Sure.
Like this is close enough, right?
Yeah.
No sense of security, feel insecure, misbehave, and impulsive.
Yes.
That is what we're seeing.
Yeah.
I want to do this, so I did it. I can't stop doing it.
Right.
Something took me over and I had to do it.
Which, like, you could blame your parents for that, but, like, how much your actual genetics have to go with pleasure in the moment all the time. Like, how would you ever be able to be on your kid that much?
But I'm Saver GE, and my genetics tell me to blame my parents.
Of course, right? You got to blame
somebody.
I'm
going with my genetics, which is to blame you. Just a downward spiral.
Right.
And then look at this. Coming down to delinquency, being a bully or being bullied, feeling like a victim.
Being a victim. That's a big one, yeah.
Just a real shit show that goes all the way down from basically not setting up, here it is right here, fucking discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline and habits, however you want to kind of work this.
It's like moving towards temporary pain for long-term pleasure.
Yeah.
That's the way I interpret discipline. Repetitively moving towards things that are a little uncomfortable right now so that tomorrow you actually have something back.
Right. I had told myself, I'm going to allow myself to be a loser because my parents didn't raise me right. You know,
right.
Looking back of like how bad everyone else's parents are, like I actually realized I did get a pretty good deal.
Yeah,
but at the time, like I got the worst parents ever.
Of course.
So I remember going like, I'm not where I want to be because my parents held me back, which is actually true. Like to a large degree, right? Especially if you're like, if you're 7 and you're in an abusive home, like that's not your fault.
Right.
If you got 20 years of getting fucked up, you're not going to get better in 6 months.
It's like the choice might happen then.
Right.
But then the amount of like calibrating and pushing
you got to
through.
respect how much shit you've gone through to build these habits. And this is where James Clear comes in of like really encouraging you like, look, Dick, you got to play the long game here.
Yeah.
You got to be thinking about building small habits subtly over time. And if you're way behind the line, it's going to take longer. Oh, fucking well.
Yeah.
So looking at James Clear's stuff here, right, is like he's coming at this angle of like he's reverse engineering what is working.
Yeah.
So this isn't necessarily his theory. He's kind of reverse engineering what's working. Yeah. The person that you believe that you are, your identity. So if you believe unconsciously I can't do it, then guess what's going to play out?
Totally.
I'm the person who never misses a workout.
I think Tony Robbins talks about this as well. You have to be able to actually update your identity.
Yes.
Which I don't care what type you are, that's still hard.
Right. So hold on. This is going to make a lot more sense. It's a lot easier than you think. It really is. Then the actions you take, and then the results start to show up at the end, right?
Okay, sure.
So like the way, we're just going to use workouts as an example, then insert.
That's a really good one because the same thing, it's your mind as a muscle.
The trick that James Clear is laying out is like how small you can make these steps because everyone wants to go from 0 to perfect.
Yes.
We see that's like a psychology thing, like a fixed mindset thing.
There you go.
Like it's very much
that's
a fixed
mindset. What that is.
Everybody's doing it. If I'm not jumping up or people are going to look down on me and they get stuck in the shit for years because they won't accept the small chip away road.
They literally won't accept that chip away. they will force looking for a shortcut and spend even longer amount of times because they won't just get started on the shitty plan first.
It's so dumb.
So they'll just spend years spinning looking for that like magic feather for Dumbo. They will not even stop and do this. It's like, hey, even if you want to find that shortcut, that magic feather shortcut, get started on the chip away.
That's all I did.
Yeah.
Like, so for example, like say you want to get in shape. You're not going to the gym. It's not going to happen.
I know.
You can't afford the membership.
There's too many layers that you have to win.
No way. There's no way you're going to go to the gym. There's no fucking way. Like, I got rid of my
Traffic.
gym. Yeah.
My car wouldn't start. I ran out of gas. I forgot.
Yeah. I haven't been to the gym in years, and I still work out every day. Because like I had to make a choice of like, okay, I can't go to the gym for an hour plus all the bullshit. Like, there's no way. So
Gym needs to come to me.
Yeah. So you start with things like, I'm going to do 10 push-ups a night. Like, literally. On your knees, of course. I know, right? Start with the girl push-ups. So, like, you got to make the bar so low. Like, literally. Like, if you can't do 10 push-ups on your knees, then you do 5 push-ups. Or do 5 half push-ups. Like, whatever it is, like, you're going to make a mistake because you're going to set the bar too high. And 10 push-ups a night might actually be too high.
Right.
And so, but the other guy did 20 push-ups. Stop. You're going to fuck yourself.
Right.
That's an impulse.
Yeah.
Set that bar low and even a little bit lower than you can do. Why? Because you have to set up the reward circuits.
Yes.
Where like, I told myself I was just going to do 2 push-ups a night.
No.
And I did 3, so I'm doing good.
I know.
I
told somebody, when we first started talking about this, I told somebody on the phone because they were having a hard time with habits at all. Like, I'm really having a hard time sticking to anything. And I said, okay, so the first thing you need to do is tell yourself that you are a person that comes through for yourself.
Right.
Start putting and attaching that to your identity. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, now tell yourself to start doing something you were already going to do, or you are already considering like, well, I love reading. And I'm like, great.
Right.
You're already going to do it. So tell yourself that I'm the identity, I come through myself, and I am going to be the person that reads every week consistently.
Right.
They're like, but I'm already doing it. I'm like, good.
Yes.
Now you're rewarding your brain for coming through for yourself, doing something you already were going to do. And she was like, it worked. It worked so good because I started choosing that identity and rewarding that. You're giving the chemicals to feed that identity right off the bat.
Right, that's really good. Yeah, I remember you talking about that person. So everything, like say like you want to meet somebody or get a new job. Say you want to meet somebody, boyfriend, girlfriend, friends or whatever. You're not going to just go meet somebody. No. You're not going to get a boyfriend or girlfriend. It's too much of a jump. It's why you're scared or whatever. You set a silly goal of like, I'm going to say hi to 5 strangers a week.
Right. Even if it's just run up behind them, tap them on the shoulder, say hi, and run away.
Yes.
Like, that counts.
Yes. And do the easy pickings. Like, okay, the cashier person.
They I'm have to just say hi to me.
So there's one, right? Like, I'm going to just go to 5 stores and buy 5 things and say hi to 5 people. I get my quota done. I'm cheating. I did it. Yeah. Right?
Okay, I read this. 3 easy blaster steps.
There you go.
This is so good. And idiot tips. Oh, there's a bonus. Oh, my God. This is so blastery. All right. Number 1, you are responsible to re-raise yourself over time. This just, yes. Oh, my God. Reps over time is how it actually works, not all or nothing. Yeah. 0 to perfect. Yes. Trouble getting started. Chop it down even more. Yes. Like
that's the key. That's where a lot of people are going to jump out because of the ego.
Yeah.
You feel like you're not doing enough. Saying hi to people is not enough. Doing 10 push-ups is not enough. Like, you don't get it.
Right. While you wait to actually go to the workout place, I will just do this a few times at home.
Yes. Time is on your side if you break it down. Right.
Oh my God. And then idiot tips. Trust the process.
Right.
Not your stupid willpower. Reward your identity for doing these little steps. I love it.
You got to make it simple.
Yeah.
Remember that old commercial, Fitness Made Simple?
Oh my God. Yes, please tell me you have that.
I do.
Oh my God.
Fitness Made Simple.
Oh my God, yes.
Is that the song? Jason Bastow? John Bastow? What the hell's that guy's name?
I don't know. Yes.
Is he still around? John Bastow?
I hope so. I hope he's watching. Yes.
Fitness Made Difficult is reshaping bodies and changing lives, thanks to fitness celebrity Tom Facedown.
No one ever said building the perfect body was going to be easy, and that's why I created Fitness Made Difficult. It's fun for me and humiliating for you, but I guarantee results.
He's Tom Facedown, and he likes to fool around. His money business, it's totally gonna break you down. It's fitness made difficult. Why is it so difficult? It's fitness made difficult. It's screwing up my life. Tom's problem. Yeah, why is he such a dick? He's really not helping. Oh, look out. He's gonna push you in the pool. Is fitness made difficult? It's really fucking difficult.
I actually lost 8 pounds and one of my testicles.